Out here, the water doesn't rest. It heaves, it seethes, and when it finally breaks, what comes out isn't a fish or even a crocodile. It's a river monster with fangs, the Budgett's frog. About the size of a softball, but built like a floating mouth, its head makes up a third of its body. Those jaws are armed with bony fangs sharp enough to puncture skin. It isn't venomous, but that doesn't matter. Its bite is pure brute force. When it strikes, you feel the puncture first, then the crushing pressure as it locks on. And it doesn't release. It clamps down like a pit bull, thrashing until you bleed. When threatened, it doesn't flee. It inflates its body, throws its mouth wide, and hisses, not like a frog, but like a furious cat. The sound is sharp, guttural, and wrong. A warning that if you get closer, the bite won't just hurt, it will tear. And if you grab one, it doesn't croak. It screams. A piercing, high-pitched wail, like feedback tearing through a speaker. The sound doesn't fit its body, it's too sharp, too wrong. Out in the wetlands, that scream is a warning. Not just for you, but for anything else that comes too close. Watch it hunt, and it's more nightmare than frog, half buried in muck, unmoving, only eyes and nostrils above the waterline. It doesn't croak, it doesn't blink. It waits, a trap primed to spring, and when something drifts too close, it erupts forward so fast the water barely ripples, jaws locking like steel. Fish, frogs, even its own kind, nothing escapes. The horror starts at birth. These tadpoles don't nibble algae, they hatch with jaws like razors. Thousands erupt into the shallows and instantly turn on each other, ripping weaker siblings apart. Sometimes they swarm, shredding anything that stirs the water in a frenzy that leaves blood and fragments behind. Childhood here isn't growth, it's slaughter. When darkness falls, the nightmare doesn't sleep. Budgett's frogs are most active at night, when the wetlands are silent and black. Hidden just below the surface, they wait in the dark for anything careless enough to pass by: fish, frogs, even a mouse that strays too close to the water. Out here, the danger isn't what you see, it's what's waiting unseen just beneath your feet. And when the floods recede and the pools crack to dust, this predator does not die. It digs deep, sheds its skin, and seals itself inside a hardened cocoon of mucus. Entombed underground, its heartbeat slows, its body stiffens, its eyes shut tight. But it is alive, waiting. Weeks pass, months pass, thunder rolls, rain returns, and the river monster claws its way back to the surface, jaws ready again. This isn't a short-lived freak. In the right conditions, a single frog can endure for 20 years. 2 decades of hissing, lunging, biting, and blood, spawning wave after wave of little carnivore devils to carry it on. Named after the zoologist John Samuel Budgett, who first described it in 1899, only to die 5 years later on expedition. He's long forgotten, but his frog, the Freddy Krueger of the wetlands, is not. Small enough to hold, grotesque enough to haunt you long after you put it down. Smash follow, because some predators don't vanish when the water dries, they're only waiting to return. And now you know, stay curious.